Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to some more Project Zomboid, and today we are putting on the war gear, as it were. I'm going to get even the pistol, and I don't need the extra magazine for it, but I will put on pretty much everything else, because we are going out. There's been I guess a bit of a change of plans, in a sense. I was going to do a little bit more in the way of construction. I wanted to... Oh, by the way, these are all the cans of empty food that I... not empty food. These are all the empty cans of food, there we go, that I consumed over the course of the previous 2 or 3 days or so. Probably a bit more. I did manage to pick up a little bit more, so the food supply is looking okay, but this is not a lot. It's okay if I keep exploring, but the problem is, right... And sure, it's a big town, but eventually you run out. Anyways, as I was saying, I need to check this house eventually, don't I? Well, we'll do it later. Today, I want to go over here. And probably check these houses too. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I want to check out the... what are these marked as? Industrial, right? Yeah, I want to check out the industrial sector over here and whatever this community and service place is to the north. So, the idea originally, like I said, was to do a little bit more construction around the house, but I'm not at level 7 carpentry yet, so that's a bit of a problem. Even after all the... I guess these are technically watchtowers, right? That I've built, I still can't finish the wall. However, I did finish... Let me just lower the volume on my end a little bit. The basement, and the basement even has electricity. I know, it's amazing. I had to clear it up. This took a while to clean out the basement and stuff, but yeah. The way it works is you put a car battery in this electrical little device thing, which the house had pre-built, I'm assuming, I guess? I don't know. And anyways, yeah, that's how that works. And the basement, pretty bloody awesome, not gonna lie. What am I going to use it for? Probably absolutely nothing for the longest while, but you know what? It's fine. It does have electricity, so technically I can move like some, like a fridge down there, or make like a kitchen down there or something, but I'm not going to do that. I have a generator and I'll just hook it up. And in fact, I could probably just siphon the fuel from one of the 5 million cars on the road, but I think most of them are... most of them don't have any fuel in them to begin with, which is a bit of a problem, but yeah, anyways, never mind. So, what are we going to do today? I've emptied out the backpack, we're going to go looting. What are we going to go looting for? It's actually written right here. So, I need farming equipment, food, 30 stones, a bucket, a metal pipe, a welding torch, nails, I have the welding rods, a propane bottle would be fine as well, some nails... because we're kind of running low and I'm going to need a lot for the wall, and a car battery recharger thingy. Did I write thing or thingy? Thingy. What the hell is that, Juggernaut? Well, I don't know. All I know is it exists, right? There exists a device somewhere out there in the world which basically you hook up the car battery to it, and that's you just click on it and it recharges the car battery. I understand this sounds like sorcery, but I know that exists and it doesn't require anything from me. So that's what I want. And I know it's out there somewhere, so you can use it to recharge batteries. Most likely we're going to find it in a car repair shop of some description or something, but yeah. Anyways, that's the idea for the time being. And the other things are pretty much self-explanatory. Now, what I did do between this episode and the previous one is spend about 2 hours of real time foraging the roads like this. In what I would describe to be the most boring 2 hours of my life, maybe ever. Because this is all I did. In order to occasionally find a chipped stone. Because you see, what I'm looking for are not chipped stones, but regular ones. Hopefully I find one here and I can show you. No. Don't need that. Let me just get rid of these. There we go. So the reason I'm doing this is in order to build a well, which is probably the most important piece of construction that I need to do right now, because water is really scarce. In order to build the aforementioned well, I need not 1, not 10, but 30 pieces of stone. In the 2 hours I've been doing this on a road, which I'll tell you why I'm doing it on a road too, because technically speaking, the road is the most abundant place for stone in the world. Road, and I think sandy beaches are also pretty good, but most of the time you're going to be doing this on roads. And so, here we go. I'm on a road looking for stone. And this is what I've been doing for 2 hours. And I found, I think, 5 pieces of stone in total. After all of this. Oh, shoot. Okay, that was a brute. My point is, it's going to be nigh on impossible to find 30. However, there is, contrary to what many believe, there is another way to find stone. The reason I say contrary to what many believe is this is kind of hidden information. It's only known by a select few, and you can't really find this information anywhere official. So, yeah, it's a bit weird, but it's not anywhere else. The way you can also get stone, I'll step out of character and just tell you, sorry, it's not in the wiki, it's not in any of the official websites or anything, it's not in any of the official game guides, it's just a neat little bit of information that some people know, and I think it appeared on Reddit a couple of times or something. That's about it. The other way you can get stone is by disassembling or destroying a very particular type of road barricade. The concrete road barricade found near Louisville and near Raven Creek. Raven Creek being, you know, modded, so it doesn't really count. But Louisville, or Louisville, if you want to call it that, whatever, has those barricades leading all the way, the entire road leading into the town. And in fact, I might be able to show you on the map. So, you see, this is Louisville. This road, from here all the way down there, is full of them. And every time you disassemble that thing, you get quite a bit of stone. I don't know if you get 5 or 4 or something along those lines. But you can get like hundreds of pieces of stone from disassembling that. Genius, right? Yeah, aside from the obvious problem, it's a million miles away, and I have no way of reaching it. Yeah. And so, the chances of me going from here to Louisville, or Louisville, just to get a bunch of stone are pretty much non-existent. On the other hand, the chances of me going back to Raven Creek just to get some stone are even less than that. So, I don't know how I'm going to find stone. There might be like a hidden stash of it somewhere. Why someone would keep a bunch of stone in the middle of, I don't know, his valuables or whatever is beyond me, but there are weird things in this world. Maybe it'll happen. I'm not saying it's likely. But it exists somewhere in the back of my mind as an option that maybe someone stored a whole bunch of stone somewhere. Maybe in one of the construction buildings or something, they needed stone for a pathway or whatever, and maybe I can find some there. Again, I know, chances of that happening, pretty much none. Well, these skeletons are always disturbing. Like I said, chances of that happening, pretty much none. However, I still think it's worth keeping in mind. And I've just realized I didn't bring everything I needed. I didn't bring a machete or a curry. Right, that could potentially be a problem. I forgot to bring it. Okay. So, I took a wrong turn a little bit and continued down here instead of going up there. That's fine, though. It'll let me search this building, which I needed to do anyway. No, I don't want to search it yet. I want to make sure that there's... Or shall we say fewer than 50 zombies inside it based on previous experiences. Ha ha ha. And no, I'm never going to let that go. Okay, canned pineapples is good. In fact, I'm going to open and eat one right away. Then, do I need a saucepan or a muffin tray or something? I could make muffins, right? Yeah. I'll take the muffin tray and I'll take the frying pan, even though I'm pretty sure I already have one. But you know what? 2 is good. Also. Oh, this is interesting. Canned sardines, okay. Cleaning liquid. Don't really need that. Soap. I'll take it. Saucepan with water and a sponge. Sponges are entirely useless, right? Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I figured something like that would happen. Really? Really? He's just waiting in ambush. They're getting smarter, I'm telling you. It's hard to believe, but they are. Okay, this spear is not long for this world either. Trapping volume 3. I do need that, but trapping is kind of useless, so it doesn't really matter. Right, yeah, definitely let's fill up the water bottle, because I'm pretty low on that. And then... I can almost wash everything on me. That's interesting. I'll take the entire contents of the house's remaining water supply, but still. Okay, so let's mark this one off as looted. And then there's just these ones down there, and I can now head back up the road where I made the wrong turn, and continue my adventure. How did I miss this? Yeah, I would like all 3 of these, please. H&R partner pump shotgun. I already have a really nice shotgun, so I don't need it, but... Alright. Cool, I guess. In fact, give me the bowl of chips. The bottle of chips? What? I suppose Pringles would... Yeah, no, that's not a bottle. That's definitely not a bottle. Bag. Sorry, bag. Bag is what I meant. Bottle of chips. Might be something good in the vehicle. Run on fumes. Sure. Kinda feels like what I'm doing, right? Tire pump, toilet paper, empty bottle, plastic bag. I might want to check some of these cars as well, even though I don't really want to be doing that, because it feels a bit... I don't know, wrong, because they're not really supposed to be that many of them. Still, though, that's fine. The reason I want to check them is for the car battery recharger thingy. Because I don't know if... the car battery in the basement drains just the power, or if it uses up durability too. If it just uses power and not durability, the recharger thing has infinite uses, I'm pretty sure. So it would make sense for it to lose durability over time too, or maybe like each time you recharge it, it loses durability. That would weirdly make sense in many ways. So that would be fine. I want to change my socks. Considering I found new ones, right? Makes sense. Ooh, I saw the chips. I'm ready to eat them. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Okay, wine and soda. Make a neat little cocktail with that. Of course, just don't use any high quality wine. Use the trash stuff, you know, and then mix it with soda, and it's actually pretty good. I don't like it, but I can appreciate why people like it. Not for me. I like mostly clean drinks. I don't like cocktails in general unless they have something to do with rum and something else that's sweet. I am quite partial to a White Russian, though. That's pretty good. Well-made White Russian. Had that in Greece, I think, for the first time. That was really nice. So it's just some like beach bar, and yeah, obviously it makes it 5 times better. It's just the locale of it, I suppose. But yeah. Anywho, time to cross off this house and then the one next to it. Am I really gonna loot all 4 of these before I move on to the? Yeah, might as well. I've started, yeah. Plus, it's not just looting what's already... Ooh, evaporated milk, very useful. For cooking in general. It's not just looting what I find, it's also a matter of... I'm gonna work 3. See, I've marked the books like this to know that I already have them, so I don't need to loot them again. Okay, that one's pretty useless and empty. There we go, and then the 2 south of here. You know what, sure. Why not? Besides, this one has a... Okay! That I like. That I also like. Okay. Kind of sounded like there's more than one, given how quickly the window was broken. I suppose on a very, very literal level, I was right. There is more than one, but there's probably more inside. They're wearing party hats. Which probably means there was a party inside, and they didn't get out until now, and they're going to be very hungry, and more importantly than all of that, there's going to be many of them. There we go. Okay, so... anyone else? Anyone else other than you? Let's see. Should be food in here. Mechanics level 3. That's nice. Should be a good bit of food in here, right? I think I need a couple of mugs for coffee and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, mind you, who serves canned food for a birthday party is beyond me, but apparently these guys serve marmalade and peanut butter, so you know, what a party. Truly. Origin level 5 is going to be good. Hopefully. I'm hoping, even though I'm not sure that's true, but I'm sort of hoping beyond hope that at really, really, really high levels, machete's wonderful, that at really, 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 really high levels of, man, this is an awesome weapon too. You know what? Maybe they didn't have good food for the birthday party, but they did bring 2 machetes, and I appreciate that. Sounds like quite the, yeah, well, unexpected party, shall we say. Anywho, where was I going with this? Yeah, so I genuinely lost my train of thought there. Sorry about that. I was talking about something. I want to check out the next house too. I need mugs for coffee and things like that is the last thing I remember I said. And I commented on how it's weird to serve marmalade and peanut butter for a birthday party. Or any kind of party, really. Oh, foraging. Yeah, foraging. I knew I'd remember eventually. Foraging. I am hoping beyond hope that at really ridiculously high levels of foraging, I can get a lot of stuff off the ground. And I don't mean that new things will spawn where I already searched. I know that it just increases the radius and how easily you detect things, but I'm hoping that maybe at level 10 I'll be able to detect everything around the road really, really quickly, and so that I won't have to spend, I don't know, 10 hours looking for 5 pieces of stone or something along those lines. It's like I said, I don't think it'll change much, be it level 4 or level 10, because currently I'm at level, I think I'm at level 4, right? Yeah, I'm currently at level 4. And I know full well the difference between level 4 and level 1, right? And it's not that much. So the difference between 4 and 10, I don't know how big it's going to be. But maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe it'll be massive. Who knows? One way to find out and all of that, right? Okay, so we've cleared this building. I'm going to go up there and then onto the construction stuff now. Because I don't want to really be checking every house just yet. I want to sort of focus this search for materials somewhat. What the? By the way, I still haven't figured out what's going on with the cars and why there's so many. God save us. Divine intervention is unlikely. Possibly even more so, given the fact that this is not, Hashem would put it, a natural occurrence. In that we brought this on ourselves, so yeah. Okay, there's going to be things coming out of the woodwork here. I need to sit in this sort of... Hey, and there's a brute coming. Right, now that's an uncomfortable number of them. Now that number has gotten even more uncomfortable. I don't want to fight that. No, I don't. Instead, I've sort of attracted them over here towards me. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go... I'm probably just going to outrun them and go down a different road, I'm thinking. Oh, like over here seems empty. And then behold, like 500 zombies right just out of sight there. It'd be funny, but yeah. Well, it's not 500, but it wasn't wrong. And then there are more coming from this way too. They're more spread out, and it's a lot fewer though, so I'll fight this. You were carrying something. I'm very curious to see what you were carrying, mate. Empty, okay. I have to make sure sometimes you get full bags with food or loot or something. And another machete. Yeah, I really wasn't kidding when I said I had... did I actually say that, or did I just think about it? Or did I say it off? I don't know if I actually said this, but I was thinking about it at one point, that really repairing a lot of these machetes and stuff won't do me much good. Okay, 2 purses on you. Both with a gun, neither with any real significant amount of ammunition in said gun. Listen, home invaders will be shot, okay? Or first violently swung at with machetes, and later, if that doesn't work, shot. Okay, electrician V5. It's alright. I guess. It's not the most important thing ever, but fine. It's entertainment, you need entertainment, although, like I said, it's really the last thing on the list of things you want to focus on and get. So, let me just distract for a second. I think I should go down this road and get to the construction site, or the industrial site, sorry. Because that big horde should be heading a bit more to the south, down the road, and I'll just take the road that's parallel to it. Unfortunately, it too has a horde of its own. Yeah. Whoops. Tell you what this game needs, right? And I'm sort of stepping in and out of character here for maybe a bit much, but I apologize, but really gotten to thinking about this recently. This game needs a mega horde mechanic. I'm talking like hordes of 1,000 plus that really, really stick together. Oh, Juggernaut, you can actually enable that in the set. Yeah, I know. But the problem is they never get to that number. They group up in smaller hordes and they just sit out in woodworks like that, and then that's it. What I'm saying is that there should be a mechanic that after a certain number of days have passed in the game, these hordes will start merging together. Not all of them, and not everywhere, but, you know, there is a... Let's say, for example, one group is tagged as a mega horde, whereas all the others aren't. And all the other groups of zombies act as they do right now. So they'll just group up and wander around and stuff like that. That's fine. But occasionally, let's say 1 in 100 or 1 in 200 groups is marked as a mega horde. And what the mega horde does is it sinks out other groups across the map. It doesn't matter where they are. You can even give them knowledge of where every other group is. And they start seeking them out. And they start rounding them up. And forming a mega horde of like 1,000 plus. And cap it at like 1,000 zombies. Currently, that's going to be a big problem for performance. However, with the promised Build 42 engine updates, that shouldn't be a problem at all. I mean, the fact that they can afford to have 3D corpses litter the entire map in their thousands really should make bigger hordes not that big of a problem, ironically. For the engine, you know, not for the players. I think that would be amazing and really fun, and it will give you a really big threat, especially to your bases, right? Because if all of a sudden that mega horde decides to park in front of your base, you're in trouble. You can try and run away and accept that you're never going to go home again, which is entertaining, don't get me wrong, from personal experience. On the other hand, what you could do is try and hide. Let's say maybe you're in the second floor of a house and you've destroyed the stairway, which is what a lot of people do. Speaking of, I need to add one more thing to the to-do list. There we go. That would be, I think, really entertaining. Say you're on the second floor and they can't get to you. Well, now you either try and run away, which if you're on you know, if you have to go down a rope outside, that might not really be an option. But even if you're not stuck, the decision is: do you try and run away and then never come back because there's so many of them, or do you hide and wait for them to move on? And how long would you have to hide for? It may be a couple of days. Do you have food for a couple of days? Granted, most of us do. But it would be kind of nerve-wracking to see, you know, thousands or hundreds of them just walk down the road from your house. And walk in your garden, you know? And then, on top of that, imagine the terror and the just raw adrenaline that you would get once you hear a knock on the door, or you hear them banging on the door trying to break in. Maybe you won't know if it's 1 or 1,000 of them, maybe it's just one stray that wanted to get in, but if you open and you make noise killing him, ooh, his friends are going to come back. That'd be really entertaining. And of course you could, you know, given the fact that this is choose your own sandbox kind of thing, you can always make it optional, like, you know, just add a checkbox. Mega hordes, yes or no. And you can also find a better name for them than mega hordes. The more I'm saying it, the more I dislike it, but you get the point. It conveys the message. I think that would be quite fun. Okay, so we've cleared this road, and we are approaching the construction industrial bit. Oh, this is technically a door. Right. Well, could have fooled me. Okay, so what exactly is this, quote-unquote industrial thing? Is it like a warehouse? Storage depot of some description? That could be good. It could be useful for the things I need. I fully expect there to be a ridiculous number of undead here, though. Nah, I'm smarter than that. I'm not locking myself in. Until I've cleared the surrounding area a bit more. Yep. Called it. Called it. Okay, well we've stirred up the hornet's nest, now we wait. You know what? It's time to pull out the Second Amendment. I'm afraid I don't have any more Second Amendment. I'm gonna need more of it. That did wonders, though. Really did. Brute. Okay, let's sneak up to it. Okay, didn't really work out as well as I hoped it would, but it's fine. Worked to an extent. Alright. That's fine. There's a few more coming from over there. We'll get rid of them too before we eat. Christ. Okay. No? Not okay yet. Jesus, I just got rid of a massive horde. How many more are there? Gotta be very quiet here. This car looks brand new. Skeleton with a mohawk. Now I've seen all of it, surely. Scavenging for keys to the car. Scavenging, foraging, very different. Scavenging all the time, foraging only occasionally. This car looks awesome. Mostly for the parts, right? I don't actually need. Christ. Okay, I think I have a couple of bullets left in the Second Amendment, which is exactly how I'm going to call this pistol from now on. No, there's more than a few. Oh, this is good. There's more than a few. Okay. I'm never using a pistol for fighting ferals ever again in my life. I understand that in the moment of panic and them moving so quickly, it's kind of difficult to get a shot off, but at the same time, Jesus Christ, man. Hit your bloody shots, yeah? I should have about one more magazine worth of ammo. Or the extended magazine. Alright, that works. Got rid of most of them, that works. Alright. Now, head inside. Of course, I'm not going to do that. And call me paranoid, but I don't want to. Not with the banging on the doors that's happening. I'll explain why. I'm sorry. It could be another one of those situations, given how many of them were here. It could be another one of those situations where there's like 60 or 70 of them crammed into an impossibly small room. All sort of, like here, for example, right? Like 60 of them here. And only one can technically reach the hitbox of the door and hit it. And so what's happening is they're going to have a hard time breaking the door, but when they do, like 60 zombies just vomit out of the room from here to here in like half a second. I don't want that to happen to me. Call me paranoid. It has happened before, so yeah, I'm good, thanks. I'll come back later. Let them break down the door, and I'll come back later. I'll check out that place first, whatever it is. Right. Group like that, not. Well, shite. Lack of space is going to be a real issue real soon. Yeah, and this is the reason they're going to attract pretty much everything from around the block. To be honest, considering they're not really coming at me all at once, and they're sort of shamblers, so they're shambling over to me one at a time. That's the word, right? Okay, now it's getting a bit of a problem, but up until now, it's kind of a blessing in disguise. It's actually clearing out the warehouse and the area around the warehouse that I wanted to... explore. Let me explain to you, I've never been closer to death than right there. Well, technically I have, right? Again. But on some level, I've never been closer to death. Christ almighty, the zombie-infested military base in Raven Creek had fewer than this. Okay, not literally, but almost, right? Almost. Apparently this is the world's most well-guarded... building by the undead. There's gonna be some coming from over here. I need to not turn my back to the corner. Okay. Whew! Give me a second to breathe a sigh of relief. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. We stand atop the pile of corpses which represent our triumph in these scary times. Yet there's more coming. Wish to thank you all for giving me your attention on this fine day. Hope you were entertained. I'll see you all next time. Until then, do remember to like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video, and we'll stay tuned for the rest of the series and the rest of the content that I produce on the channel. I'm Mr. Juggernaut. If you're feeling extra generous, there are options for supporting the channel directly, financially, through channel memberships or Patreon. Until next time, have fun, take care, and bye-bye. Woo!